What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Filip Hrgovic versus Emir Ahmatovic, and this was a 10-rounder in the heavyweight division. And this fight was Saturday, December 4th, from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this fight was broadcasted on DAZN. And in this fight, Filip Hrgovic was able to get a dominant third-round knockout victory over Emir Ahmatovic. I personally had the bout scored 20-16 in favor of Filip Hrgovic. I mean, he really just dominated in this fight. And, yeah, just to break it down, I mean, the first round was a Hrgovic round, clearly. Hrgovic did get hit a couple of times with some jabs and nice right hands to the body from Ahmatovic, but Hrgovic really dictated the pace, landed some nice shots to the head. But in the first round, I was surprised because Ahmatovic was taking a lot of Hrgovic's shots. But then in round number two, Hrgovic started to pour on the pressure a bit more, started to corner and cut off the ring for Ahmatovic because he was moving around a bit more. And then Hrgovic was able to corner him and just throw a bunch of punches, shots to the head, shots to the body, overhand rights, uppercuts, hooks, and whatnot. And then a left hook that did land in a combination. It landed right at the top of the head of Ahmatovic, and Ahmatovic went down to a knee right at the end of the second, or towards the end of the second, and then he got up. Then in the dying embers of the second round, like the last 10 seconds, Hrgovic came in there throwing a lot more punches, then cornered Ahmatovic again, throwing some more combinations. It was really just a head and body combination, hooks to the body, straight rights to the head, and then Ahmatovic went down again. So that was literally at the last second, or the last couple seconds of the second round. Then when the third round started, I mean, Hrgovic went back on, went in for the kill, throwing combinations to the head, backing up Ahmatovic. And I was thinking, if Ahmatovic gets in a corner, he's going to get stopped. And that's exactly what happened. Ahmatovic went in a corner one more time. Hrgovic was able to easily tee off on him like a punching bag, throwing shots to the head, to the body. I mean, he landed one shot over the top. It could have been behind the head, and Ahmatovic went down. But then, the referee waved it off immediately. But it looked like the shot was seemingly behind the head. But that's basically because Ahmatovic was ducking down. So it was a knockout victory for Filip Hrgovic. Now getting yet another victory, his 14th win, 12th by knockout. He's coming off 2 wins over undefeated opponents, but they're not opponents with great backgrounds and great records, or great opponents fought. I mean, the records were good. I mean, his last opponent before this one was 22-0. Now he's beating a 10-0, but they just fought nobodies. So what's next for Filip Hrgovic? He's ranked, I believe, number 3 in the IBF. This was for the IBF International Heavyweight title, so he's still going to be ranked in that top 3 in that sanctioning body. So I would love to see him fight the winner of Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz, and they're fighting in January for the IBF Heavyweight World Title Eliminator. Charles Martin already number 2, fighting Luis Ortiz, who's number 10. So I would love to see the winner of that fight Filip Hrgovic for a final eliminator or an interim title, something like that. But Hrgovic could also fight some other fighters ranked in the IBF like Zhilei Zhang or even Dempsey McKean. Both are unbeaten, and both are really signed to DAZN, I believe so. Both have fought in DAZN, and I think that Hrgovic and those two fighters, McKean and Zhang, could make for a pretty good IBF eliminator bout and for that number 1 spot. But most likely, I think Hrgovic will probably fight the winner of Martin versus Ortiz for a final eliminator or something like that, as I mentioned before. So as for Ahmatovic, I just honestly don't know what's next for him. He'll probably go back to Germany and take on lower level opposition and probably won't get another opportunity like this. So I don't really know what's next for him, being that, I mean, he just has fought so much limited opposition that I just can't really say much. But for Hrgovic, I just don't think he'll fight Michael Hunter based off of, one, Michael Hunter's last performance was absolutely terrible, and Hrgovic probably could have stopped Hunter if it was that Hunter versus this Hrgovic. But, and when they tried to make the fight with the negotiations for the IBF eliminator and whatnot between Hrgovic and Hunter, turned it down, I believe so, and went the WBA route, fought Mike Wilson for the WBA International title, and is now highly ranked by the WBA, and I believe he was taken out of the IBF rankings. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So overall, Filip Hrgovic absolutely dominates and destroys Emir Ahmatovic, getting a third-round knockout victory, the 14th of his career, or the 14th victory of his career, and the 12th knockout of his career thus far. And that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.